can be good, great, or precious. Let's see how this speech was. So what I found to be good was, the first thing was choosing the story. Icebreakers are always tricky. You know, you have a lot of things to say. You cannot say everything. So what you have to tell is more important. The speaker was clever enough to identify 3 key elements of his life which every one of us could relate to. Number 1, eating chicken, fighting with family. Second, about engineering. Third, the Toastmasters thing. So all the 3 things where we were able to connect. Fantastic job in terms of choosing the right stories for your speech. Second thing is, usually in Icebreaker we don't get to hear messages. But he came out with a noble message. He has coined his speech in such a way that he could come out with a nice message and accept your flaws. Great job on that. And there were few elements of the speech which were great. No, I wouldn't even say good, it was great. Number 1 is exaggeration for the humor. Exaggeration is something I find it very difficult to do, but you had made sure you exaggerate the maximum to get good amount of humor during your speech. And the 4th thing which was great in the speech was the words usage. Throughout the speech, you had used very nice words. Cardinal sin, oil melting grilled chicken. I was able to visualize your words. Fantastic job in terms of words usage. Now, what could make a good or great speech to a precious speech? Precious speech means we go home and recall the speech. I felt the speech was not seamless. Speech was seamless in some places, not seamless in some places. Number 1 is setting. So probably you could have made a setting for your speech. A family which is orthodox, even having onion on an auspicious day is a sin, could have been told upfront of the speech. So you had to inject it during the speech, which made it a bit disconnect. Number 1. Second thing is, I felt you had 3 points to cover. Number 1, not listening to your mom, not joining engineering, and final thing is the area director post. So you didn't detail about the engineering, you just said God gives great things and they joined engineering. So I felt there was a disconnect there as well. And finally, the holding of hands. So where our eyes, where your hands are, our eyes goes. Where our eyes goes, our mind goes. Where our mind goes, our emotion goes. Nice. This is told in dance. So this applies to art as well, any speech as well. I felt you could have used your hands in a fluidic way. So overall, the nice story, nice message, and words usage and humor was great. Having a proper setting, connecting with the engineering story, and having your hand holding proper could make this good and great parts of your speech to a precious speech. Over to the gentleman.
Thank you, Srini. The next evaluator for today is going to be evaluating Toastmaster Muki's speech. I welcome Toastmaster Ramalingam on stage, please.
Good morning, General Evaluators, Toastmasters, and our speaker in particular, Toastmaster Muki. Toastmaster Muki